Hi all, welcome to TCM Education. Let's recap the week, the trading week, and then pinpoint 5 trades that made a difference for day traders and some swing traders during this trading week. And then we'll have I have an announcement for our channel, especially for those who don't trade in the US. So let's brace for that. Okay, so the trading week, what happened basically this week, which started on August 11, we went to August 12, and that was the most important and meaningful trade of the week. You can see this price action on the CPI number, a gap up, a move higher all day, and we closed at the highs of the day. And then after closing at the highs of the day on Tuesday, we gapped up to all-time highs, and that was this number 646.19. Let's call it 646 on Wednesday. We traded back to 646 and created, well, we'll see if this is a double top later, but a potential double top. I mean, the momentum is very weak right now. So what can carry this momentum higher? I don't know, but again, we don't have any clear triggers for more upside, and we don't have any clear triggers for downside. And Jerome Powell will speak this week. Most important will be obviously the FOMC meeting, which is a month away. So nothing other than Trump rocking the markets or trying to rock the markets. I don't see us moving up or down a bunch. We need a pullback. We had a pullback, a small pullback 2 weeks ago on Friday at the beginning of the month. That's way over. So the investors and traders took advantage of that pullback very fast. New money is coming in all the time. The dollar is weak. That brings in, fuels in more investments from abroad. That's what I'm thinking, at least. Okay, so that's the S&P. Basically 3 days where the S&P did nothing, super boring and lame. One great trading day thanks to the CPI number. Monday was worthless, and now let's talk about individual trades that were important this week, especially for day traders. I mean, if you are a day trader, you want to take advantage of anything, and basically what happened this week is very let's call it this way, very representative, where the markets are not doing anything, but individual stocks can do a lot. And let's start with yesterday's price action in the clean energy sector, and we have 2 stocks that I want to show you the way they traded, and basically amazing moves. Let's start with Sunrun, RUN. That's the symbol of Sunrun. And this is the price action. Hold on a second. We don't want to deal with 15-minute bars. We want to deal with this type of bars, 3-minute bars. Okay, so that's the setup in Sunrun. Basically, the stock started after 9:30 and did nothing. There was nothing to show for, and then something happened. And what was the event that happened that triggered this move higher? Basically, at the beginning, this move, and then the bull flag formation, and following the bull flag formation, an amazing move higher that carried the stock from 1150 to 14. Let's call it 1450. That's 20% intraday. So this move, guys, is 20%. And again, how many times you get a chance to trade intraday 20%? Sometimes 20%, a stock takes a year to deliver 20%. It's a great year. Okay, so that happened in 3 hours. Again, what happened? I can read it with you. Shares of the solar stocks are trading higher after the Treasury Department posted new guidelines for clean energy. So a tax break is behind this move. Now whoever was prepared for that is only specialists that are following the sector, and obviously the public is not aware, okay, of this type of a move. So how can you get on board with this move? You can if you have at least a signal for the sector. Obviously nobody has a Sunrun on its watch list, and many of the stocks in the sector are not really that interesting to trade. So if you have for example one ETF like TAN ETF on a watch list, then you can get on board with such a trade, because you can see the reaction in the ETF versus other ETFs, not versus the stocks, but ETF versus ETFs. And again, if we're going to go to the list of the ETFs that delivered great moves on Friday, guess what? None of the ETFs delivered any move. Okay, the only ETF that delivered a move, let me see if I can bring it in. No, I cannot bring it in, but basically the TAN ETF, let me see, where is it on my watch list? You can see the TAN ETF, which traded exactly like the stocks, delivered a 9% move on a day when the S&P 500 did 0. So actually it did less than 0. Okay, so what happened here? News, and now you want to take advantage of the trade. If you can take advantage and buy it at 11.50, fine. If not, you can buy it at 12. Now, can you buy it at 13? I would say it looks very extended, and it still moves another $2. So that's now very how aggressive you are as a trader. Let's say you miss this move here. What happens with this additional, let's call it ugly bull flag, and then this steady climb? So I'm thinking, if you don't buy it by 13, it looks so extended. Can you believe that the stock can move $20, 20% intraday? Doesn't happen very often. I don't want to say that doesn't happen ever, but that's probably the best trade of this week. RUN from 11.50 to 14.80. That's $3 on an $11 stock, and you do the math, that's more than 20%. Okay, so let's take a look at another stock from this sector. That's FSLR. Let's see if I have it here on my watch list. No. FSLR. Okay. And again, the same pattern, a move up following the news, a pullback, and then this, let's call it a bull flag formation, and then you can see the huge pickup in volume during lunch, and the stock moves up $20. In this case, it's only 10%. So why did the Sunrun run up 20 and the FSLR only 10%? I don't know. Maybe it has to do with some short covering. Maybe the volumes in FSLR are way lower because of its spready. Bottom line, both delivered amazing moves. And now, where do you buy FSLR? Is it at 186, 188, 190? You can buy it anywhere you buy it until I would say 200, or actually above 200. But again, the question with FSLR is that it has poor liquidity. You'll need to take big stop losses in terms, maybe not percentage wise, but nominal wise. So again, depends how do you trade. Do you trade a position, or do you trade shares? If you are an experienced trader, you trade shares. You don't need me. If you are a novice trader, maybe you trade a position. In this case, it can suit a trade here, because it doesn't matter if you buy $10,000 worth of FSLR or $10,000 worth of solar, any other solar energy stock. $10,000, if it moves up 1%, then it's $100. If it moves up 10%, it's $1,000, and this one moved up 10%. And the same goes with the risk. So I hope it was clear. And again, the focus here, or the point behind those trades, is that you need to have eyes across the market. And to have eyes across the market, you can do it with a very, very simple ETF list, or important stock list. I described it many times on the channel. And hopefully, again, if anybody has a question, what is my list, email me and thechartsmaverick@gmail.com. I will send you the list. No problem with that. Okay, so two examples so far. Let's move to number 3. I think this is the best trade of the week. No surprise. The stock waited for this 1455 breakout for 3 hours. It was the #1 stock on any screener. It was up at that point more than 20%. It was after earnings. The risk was, as you can see, that's my opinion. Of course, you can take any type of risk that you want, but that's my opinion. The risk was 15 cents, which is 1%, just to make a point how little risk there was on this trade. And this trade delivered $1. Now, again, you want to buy a position, you want to buy 100 shares, you want to buy 5,000 shares. That's irrelevant. The trade was easy to perform, excellent liquidity. I would have to say that this is probably the easiest trade of the week, and it was easy to perform, easy to comprehend. I mean, if you don't take this trade as a day trader or a swing trader, I don't know where you're going with these trades, with how tough a trade you want to take. And again, you can see here it's almost a 10-to-1 risk reward. That's nothing but amazing and easy. Okay, being that everybody is talking about United Health and Warren Buffett, there was a trade in United Health. Again, United Health gapped up a lot, and that's after running higher for let's see how many days. That's the last month, and you can see that it bottomed at 234, and basically, let's say they started buying at 240 or 250. It's now at 300, so they are already 20% in the money, the Buffett guys. And by now, I guess they reached the point where they need to disclose their position in United Health, and they just did Friday. So now everybody is thinking, okay, Warren Buffett is buying this disaster stock, the worst company in America, definitely the worst performing Dow Jones component this year. And why is he buying it? Because it's cheap. I mean, Warren Buffett or his people could care less about the service that the United Health is giving to its customer. Actually, he talked about how he, in the past, how he dislikes United Health. But again, that's a money-grabbing opportunity for him, or not for him, for his shareholders. He doesn't care about that type of business anymore. Money is not an issue. But his companies, they took millions of shares a position in United Health, and obviously their target is not to deliver 10 or 20%. Their target is probably to deliver 100%. Okay, so now everybody's on board with United Health just because Warren and his team decided, and obviously this is a very experienced and successful, ultra successful team. And now, do you want to join United Health as a swing trader? You can. This is a good entry, 300, and it ended up basically moving up 3% or $10 before pulling back. Now the question if you enter the 300, what will happen next, meaning Monday? Will it take a dive, or people will think over the weekend, okay, Warren is buying, I'm on board with United Health back to 350, 400, 500. Highs of the year were above 600, so there's plenty of room. However, this is really a hated company, very, very, I don't want to say criminal, because a lot of issues, legal issues, they're being punched in the social media. One of their managers was executed in New York City. I mean, this is way off the charts, the level of hatred that has been displayed towards United Health. Having said that, would I buy a United Health to make a profit? Yeah, I hate the company, but love money. So yes, I will buy it, definitely. So again, I'm not suggesting that anybody should buy or not buy. I'm not obviously a financial advisor. Looking at technicalities of this move, I think that 300, we're risking 1% or 1.5% or 2% to gain 10%, maybe 20%. As a swing trade, I think it looks good enough. Okay, that was trade number 4. Let's move to trade number 5. Now, trade number 5, another reason for an intraday move on a stock that moved up nearly 10%, actually 8.2% on Friday, was a change in management in LYFT. I think that was the reason behind this move. As much as I read news about this company, obviously there were no news in terms of upgrades or earnings, and one of the pieces of news says LYFT co-founders to exit board, wrapping 2-year succession plan, and there are a couple of other guys that are taking over, and that's the reason. You can read about why is LYFT shares soaring on Yahoo Finance. Again, who cares why is it soaring? If you pick it up on the screener on your watch list, obviously LYFT is not on nobody's watch list. Uber maybe, but Uber is very successful and LYFT is not. So maybe some investors are thinking LYFT can pick up, maybe yes, maybe no, I don't know. I don't know the business plan. I'm looking at the chart and thinking about where are entry points, and obviously round numbers 15, 1550. I mean, the 1550 entry is very easy to manage. You can see here this reversal risking 10 cents here. This is probably the easiest trade. Okay, so it doesn't move much, okay, but it's still a very nice intraday winning trade, maybe even a swing trade. If you pick it up early at 15 or 15.20, you have a nice 6 to 1, 7 to 1, $1 winner out of nowhere, okay, because nobody's expecting to make money on LYFT. You expect to make money on Nvidia, maybe on Oracle, maybe on stocks that are reporting earnings. Nobody, I would have to say, is thinking, okay, I will make money on Friday on LYFT. Why? Change in management, highly unlikely. But this is an easy trade. It's easy to manage. Obviously, LYFT, amazing liquidity, no spreads. You can enter with any quantity that you want. You want to buy a position, you want to buy 1,500 shares, you want to buy 5,000 shares. It traded, let's see, the volume was, hold on a second, where is the volume? Volume 35 million shares on Friday, so in terms of liquidity, perfect. Okay guys, that's the video. I wanted to show more, but again, we are running out of time. People are complaining about 30 and 40-minute videos. This one is going to be kept at 20 to 21. So what are the other trades that you can check out yourself and see if you can deal with it, with CRCL on Friday and on Thursday, GLOB also on Friday, and the AMAT, which was a great short play on Friday. Just let me show you AMAT, and that will be it. 1 second with AMAT. because this stock was also on a top 20, on a top 20, and you can see huge gap down in AMAT and the entry at 166. Okay, so again, why 166? Again, if you're looking for a short play, this is the entry short. And again, you have a clear stop loss. Now, if you're looking for a long trade, maybe you can find one, maybe. But the overall trend obviously was down after it failed to move higher, and there was a clean round number entry, and then a continuation play. Not a lot of outcome, but still, you know, 2-3% intraday. It's not 10% or 20% like Sunrun, but a nice winner nevertheless. So again, guys, thanks a lot for being here. I wanted to announce that here at TCM we started cooperating with TradeZero. Hopefully we'll be able in the near future to show their platform, how it acts. It's a great platform for traders outside of the US. If you trade in the US, let's face it, you're not going to pay money for trades, and you have plenty of platforms. If you trade outside of the US, Canada, England, plenty of other countries, they have you know, a widespread network of offices, and I will try and show their platform how it acts and trades. And if you're interested in their offering, also you can access it through our YouTube channel. Okay, guys, thanks a lot. Do like and subscribe our content, and we'll see you in our next video.